On YouTube, it's Paul Piper back here with you, and tonight we've got another dip review. Kind of been wanting to do a few more dip reviews, mix it up a little bit. I've got some chew reviews and a couple snuff reviews, and of course quite a few pipe tobacco reviews on my channel. But I thought I would add a few more dip reviews. Can't have enough dip reviews, I guess. And there's a lot of different brands. For those of you pipe smokers who haven't tried wet snuff, or what we call in America dip, give it a try. There's all kind of different flavors, different brands out there, and it is a pleasant experience for the most part. Now, your first experience, you might want to film it, because it might be hilarious as shit to see what your first experience with dip is. And maybe I'll make a video about my first experience with dip. That was kind of funny too. But anyway, check out those videos. And tonight, I'm going to be reviewing one of my least favorite dips. Skoal Cherry Blend Long Cut. Now, I am somebody who actually likes Skoal products. I like their cut. Some people will complain about the cut that Skoal uses. I think it's a little bit longer, maybe stringier, but I think it packs well. It's 100% American. Skoal is 100% American. I don't think there's any exception with that. I think it's across the board, 100% American, making it a premium dip. And they have a wide variety of flavors. So you can go with wintergreen, which is really popular. A lot of people that do dip Skoal will dip Skoal wintergreen, either in a long cut or a fine cut. And they've got peach, they've got apple, they've got the hated, or infamous, I should say, berry blend. And this is another, in my opinion, infamous flavored dip, the cherry. Peach, I really like peach, actually, so I'll be doing a video on that. But anyway, let's talk some more about cherry. So Skoal kind of has the same appearance on all their tins, just different colors, and obviously a little bit different, verbiage or whatever. But they've got like a honeycomb over here, if you can kind of see it, and an embossed logo of Skoal. I think their cans are pretty good quality, plastic bottoms, but they snap really well. They're not cheap. Sometimes you get some of these and you can't get the frickin' lid on. They just junk, Skoal is not. Skoal does, pays the extra couple cents for their tins. But it says a pinch better since 1934, cherry tobacco blend, Skoal Long Cut. And they're doing like a promotion for, put a code in and log on to skoal.com and get a free gift. This is a US Smokeless Tobacco Company product. Again, 100% American. This particular can expires January 28th, 2018. So Skoal uses the actual expiration date as opposed to like Grizzly that uses date of manufacture. So I've already dipped most of this, so it's not a brand new can or whatever, but go ahead, grab a can of your favorite dip, or your least favorite if we're doing a tribute to Skoal Cherry, and pack a lip with me. Now, like I said, the cut on this, a little bit stringier, but it pinches well. I mean, pinches really nicely, like all Skoal, I find. We'll let that juice up a little bit. One thing we forgot to mention was tin note. This stuff smells like a cherry lifesaver. Any type of, confectioner's cherry, or, candy used with cherry lifesaver. That's how it smells. Now, as far as how it tastes, it tastes like cherry Robitussin cough syrup. That's what it tastes like. It's got a sharpness to it. So it's not it's not like the cherry Robitussin is in the background. It's in the foreground, and it's pretty sharp. So much so that it completely overwhelms the flavor of the tobacco that you might get. So I really can't comment. I can't admit that I get any tobacco flavor at all. It's just overwhelming cherry cough syrup. And I don't think I'm alone in that opinion. This is one of those dips that I really am shocked that it's still on the market. But everybody's, tastes are different. So, Skoal Berry's still out there. And, this cherry, and, there's a lot of dips out there that you're just like, who the hell buys this shit? But people do. I'm sure there are tons of people that swear by Skoal Cherry. Now, there's kind of a bias against people who dip flavors, fruit flavors, fruity dips. I think a lot of people maybe start out with the fruity dips. That might be one of their first dips that they try. But this should, in my opinion, this should not be it. This shit'll put you off of dip, probably for good, I think. But, it's quite a contrast to what I actually dip on a regular basis, which is salty, natty dips. Copenhagen Long Cut Natural, or Extra Long Cut, or Grizzly Extra Long Cut Natural. So it's just quite different than that. So, if nothing else, I think if you're a dipper, you should try Skoal Cherry, just so you can, determine for yourself whether or not you think this shit is god awful, or whether or not, you don't think it's that bad. A lot of videos on YouTube, people, dip this for, a fairly extended period of time, and they don't think that poorly of it. I will never buy another can of this shit, ever. So once I'm done with this, that's it for me. In fact, I probably should have made the video when I first put my first pinch in, because I thought it was disgusting. I told my wife, I said, I don't think I've ever spit out dip, but I almost did with this crap. That's how bad it was. Now that I've made it through, I think I was a little bit harsh on it. It's still really bad, but it's tolerable. So as far as the score goes, I mean, it's 100% American. I like the cut, packs well, pinches well, stays in the position in your lip. I like Skoal's cut, unlike some people. So it gets high marks for that. There's no plastic, chemical, or anything like that flavor, other than the chemical, artificial flavorings that they put in for the cherry. So if they tone that down, if you're listening, Skoal, tone down the cherry. Let it be just very light cherry flavor, and let the tobacco come through. Kind of like Copenhagen Southern Blend, which you still get the tobacco flavorings, but it's got that tea and peach very softly through it. I think you would have, better chance of selling this stuff to people if you toned down the cough syrup flavor, made it more of a natural cherry, lightened it, but let the tobacco shine through, because it does not. It gets overwhelmed with all that artificial cherry flavorings that you put in this. So because of the 100% and all the good positive aspects of it, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, and that's it, because the cherry is like a 0. So it evened out, I guess. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other videos. To those of you who subscribed, thank you very much. And if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, I'll see you next time. It's been Paul Piper. Take care.